Hello, happy souls. Welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. Okay, guys, we're going to take a look at the collective energies today for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. But before I start, I just want a big shout out to Sarah. My beautiful friend Sarah sent me this amazing twin quartz. As you can see, I have a lot of twin quartz. I collect them. It's not the big one over here. And she sent me this one, which has got chlorite inclusions. I love it. Thank you so much, Sarah. It was such a sweet treat. There's another one there. Right. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards for both the masculine and the feminine. Where's my Gods and Titans deck? There it is. Okay. So we're going to pull cards for both of them. We're going to look at current energies. We're going to see how each counterpart is thinking and feeling in the connection. Now, this is a collective reading. It's not going to apply to everybody. You know, we're all at different stages of the journey, so don't try and make it fit. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And whilst I'm shuffling, just a reminder that there's loads of new classes up live on my website. Tarot and Oracle reading, Twin Flame Healing, which teaches you how to do the connection checks. You can see me do those live on YouTube next week on the 11th of the 11th. I'll be doing a meditation to connect with your twin in the 5D on Facebook afterwards, so do head on over to my Facebook group. But there is a giveaway to win a place on my tarot reading class. We will be looking at twin tarot on there as well, so do go and check that out. That's actually on Instagram, Happy Souls 1111, and you can check out my classes on my website, which is also happysouls1111.com. Okay, what energy is the Divine Feminine? Let's take a look. These are the Divine Feminine Oracle. It was a gift from Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. And we've got Zhu Xuanjing, I think that's how you say it, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So that's beautiful. These Scorpio energies have been really, really tough. But we've got a full moon in Taurus coming up on the 13th. And, you know, that should help us feel a lot more grounded and start to integrate all these transformations that have taken place. It's been really tough, hasn't it? I know a lot of people have been feeling that. It does seem to be settling down. Of course, we've got Mercury retrograde now, which is always fun. Okay, so Divine Feminine is feeling much more peaceful. The masculine, we've got anger and rage, Typhon, goodness me. Now, you know, Scorpio is that dark energy, so this isn't surprising. I am going to use... I'm going to use the Muse Tarot and the Starchild Tarot. So we use the Starchild for the feminine energies. Okay, so we're going to look at current energies, and then we're going to look at kind of thinking, feeling, intentions and actions. You know, what can you expect in the next couple of weeks? This is a weekly update. I'm going to keep these that fell out. So we've got Four of Cups for the energy sizzing, Queen of Cups reversed, and the Hanged Man in reverse. I'm going to use some cards of the connecting energies down the middle. Let me just check that everything's in shot and you can see them all just about. Perfect. Okay. How's she thinking and feeling? We've got the Four of Pentacles. So that's two fours. Just push these back a little bit. Give us a bit more room. We've got the Five of Cups and we've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And for intentions... we'll get guidance cards out afterwards. Okay, let's get some out for the masculine. I'm going to get some for the connecting energies as well. Okay, what about our masculine? Gosh, anger and rage. He's in a dark spot. Typhon, anger and rage. Goodness me. Peace and anger and rage. You couldn't have two more opposite, contrasting kind of energies, could you? Okay, so we've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Three of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Thinking and feeling, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups, which has also showed up for the feminine but in reverse, and the Lovers. That's beautiful energies for thinking and feeling. What's the intentions of the masculine collective? What's the energies here? We've got Four of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm going to use the illest tarot for the connecting energies down the centre. We're going to pull some oracle cards out as well today. Nice meaty reading for this collective update. And welcome to all my new subscribers, by the way. I am so overwhelmed with gratitude and so humbled. One of my videos went viral about a week or so ago. It's got something crazy like 70,000 hits, and ever since then my subscribers have been steadily climbing. So we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. So it's just been really overwhelming and beautiful. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers and to all my lovely regulars who've been so loyal and so wonderful and so supportive. It really is a privilege to serve you guys. Okay, let's do this. So, actually, do you know what? I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well. I'm going to use these because they're little and we've got room. I want to get one for the connecting energy here at the top. In fact, let's use the archetype deck. Okay, so Divine Feminine, she's definitely feeling more peace. She's being brought back into balance, but I feel like she's very much focused on herself at the moment. And even though she's trying to clear her mind, she's trying to clear the way, I do feel like her perspective is warped at the moment. Right, 3 fill out there. Because we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Wow, we've got the Box. I don't know what that card means. This is a new deck and they're not... I'll come to that in a minute. But she's... with the Queen of Cups in reverse, she is feeling very emotional. So I feel like this mystic piece is the energy in the collective and where she's heading. But right now she's working really hard, perhaps spending a lot of time on her own to get into this place of peace. We've got the Four of Cups here, which is a very self-focused card, and that's not being available to embrace any opportunities that are presented at the moment. I mean, to heal oneself is a beautiful opportunity in itself. But we've also got the Hangman in reverse, as I said. So it's called perspective in this deck. And as I said, with the Queen of Cups reverse, this is Cancer energy. And the Hanged Man in reverse, I'm feeling like her perspective is somewhat warped. But she's working really hard to surrender and to bring herself back to a place of stillness, is what I'm thinking. Of course, the masculine, we've got this anger and rage. And I feel like he's having a hard time right now. We've got the Three of Cups and then we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. So for a lot of masculines in the collective, this could mean closing out third party or karmic cycles. But these current energies are all about, bringing oneself back into emotional balance and reaching out for support. I'm picking up that some of them are engaging in a lot of distracting behaviours though. And there's this real pressure to identify the shadow aspects of self and to start speaking with honesty and integrity. And I feel like both parties with this Four of Pentacles in reverse are kind of letting go a little bit, letting go of emotion that doesn't serve them, letting go of situations that don't serve them, and definitely letting go of feelings. There's a need here to come forward and ground their truth. And definitely with the masculine, with this Seven of Swords in reverse, I'm feeling very strongly that, he knows he needs to start being honest. He needs to speak up. This is such an interesting card for the Seven of Swords and perfect for the twin stuff because it's actually a mirror image and you've got literally light and dark, light and shadow. And, in reverse, he's releasing the shadows to embrace the light. So this is very positive for me. He's really planning on how to move forward. I'm going to just quickly look at the box because I'm feeling like we've got a lot of fours out. And of course, there's four corners. This is balance, stability, harmony. I'm just really testing my Roman numerals knowledge here. I think that is, 64? No. Oh, damn. I'm good up to about 50 and then it all gets a bit wishy-washy. Where's the box? The box. I don't see it. X is 10. Is it 34? No. Oh, man, I'm really embarrassing myself. I'm so sorry. There it is, 44. God. There it is. Okay, the box. The cage, the rules, the norms, structure, order, coherence and logic, limitation, rigidity, judgment and fear. So it says here that it holds us in a place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box is sneaky, insidious and everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It is built of layer upon layer of social constructs and pressures. So I feel like this is really about being boxed in and hemmed in by our own negative thought forms. I feel like both of them, especially the masculine, aren't seeing all of this beautiful healing available to them. They're kind of boxed in by their own shadow aspects. And also I'm feeling very strongly with this, because of the black and the white and this beautiful pink and orange at the center, that this is about bringing the masculine and feminine energies into balance within each of them, as well as, you know, within the connection, because this is the connecting energy. And this was number 44, which is was it number 44? Do you know what? I can't even remember. let's just go away with the Roman numerals. But I'm feeling like both of them, there's a lot of fours here, and we've got this 4 in reverse here, and it's about letting go of what needs to be released, which of course, you know, we've got that Scorpionic energy with us at the moment, which is very transformational. But as I said, as we move into Taurus, that Taurus full moon, we can start to ground and integrate all of this learning. So the Divine Feminine has the 4 of Pentacles over here upright, and this is holding back. She's feeling quite emotional. You know, she really is releasing a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, a lot of regret. And she's not focused on union right now, which is really interesting, because the masculine is. This came up in my reading yesterday, actually, about how's he thinking, feeling. There were 2 piles in there where the masculine was definitely thinking of coming forward. And I'm really seeing this energy over here. Whilst the feminine is very focused on her own surrender and her own healing, and kind of holding back somewhat from the connection of trying to bring herself back into balance, the masculine is leaving a lot of that shadow aspect behind, particularly fear of rejection, abandonment and loss. And he's got a lot of love flowing through him for his counterpart at the moment. We've got the Lovers here, which, you know, is the original union card. So he's really feeling it. He might be full of anger and rage, but I'm feeling much of this is for himself, for not having acted sooner. Now, despite this, you know, neither one is ready to speak that truth. We've got the Ace of Swords. So I feel like these feelings will remain hidden for the time being. I mean, in terms of intentions as well, the Divine Feminine knows she's got to invest, but she's not ready to come forward. She's in this moon energy. She's feeling somewhat disillusioned, and she's not, with the Page of Cups in reverse, she's not ready to actually come forward and express anything. But she knows that she needs to reinvest in herself. I mean, this is a beautiful 7 of Pentacles. You know, you can see that she's really... she's meditating and bringing herself back into balance with the moon energy, which, as we can see here, is out of balance. So I really do feel like she's very self-focused right now, and rightly so. You know, these are intense energies that we've been dealing with. But as we move to this union portal, you know, you are kind of being pushed to close out old cycles. And with this 11-11 stuff, the masculine is definitely being triggered to open his heart space to this connection, but neither party is ready to speak about it. The masculine intentions here, we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. So, you know, he might want union, but he's not intending to do it now. But for this card to come up, you know, this is really beautiful. You know, this means it's kind of on the card, but the energy is blocked right now. And it's blocked because he's in distorted Emperor energy. And no wonder if he's full of anger and rage. You know, his intention is this 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, but it's also a very independent energy. It's about bringing himself back into balance. And, you know, the Divine Feminine learning once more to trust her intuition and reconnect with that peace, which she already has access to, is what I'm hearing. Now, the King of Cups in reverse, as a connected intention for both parties, is this is Scorpio energy, which is really interesting. We've had so much Scorpio energy coming through the readings during Scorpio season. But the King of Cups in reverse is a bit of a martyr, you know. And so I'm getting a really selfless energy about this. That the Divine Feminine, after being, you know, very self-focused, is starting to understand that she needs to give a bit more, and the masculine too, but that desire is still out of balance. Okay, there's a lot of blocked, unbalanced energies here, and both parties definitely need to regroup. The masculine knows this and the feminine knows this. So I don't see that either of them are intending for there to be much action, but let's get some clarity on what action we can expect. What's shifting for each of them in the coming week? What can we actually expect to happen from each of them and in the connection? We've got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for the feminine, the Star in reverse, and the High Priestess. Really heavy energies. I actually feel a bit sort of like hyper. It's kind of, I feel like everyone's on tenterhooks with these union energies. Like the feminine's like, oh my God, it's going to say anything. And the masculine's kind of like, I need to say something. What am I going to do? I need to say something. I feel like, so we've got Tower in reverse for the masculine. We've got Ace of Wands in reverse. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is beautiful. This is the energy that the Divine Feminine is intending. I'm going to get 2 for the connecting energies. What can we actually expect? Let's actually make it 3. Wow, we've got 10 of Pentacles, got 5 of Cups, and we've got the Knight of Cups. That's Pisces energy. So there's a lot of water energy in this reading, guys. I mean, honestly, I feel like the Divine Feminine is not going to come forward and try and work this out. You know, she's sitting here in her own space. She's being still and receptive. I feel like she's passed the baton now, and she's like, you know, it's your turn to do this work. I'm just going to sit over here. I'm going to bring myself out into balance. I do feel like she's feeling a little bit pessimistic about this. Her faith has wavered. She's very much doubting that he's going to come forward, but she's trying very hard to stay in her psychic power, to stay in her feminine power, and to connect her intuition and keep the faith. With this Moon card in reverse here, that shows us that she is disillusioned, but she's trying to bring that into balance. And I feel like she's very happy to connect with him on the astral level. And even though all these readings kind of indicate union and she's perhaps getting that vibe, I feel like she's been watching loads of readings and getting this message. He's coming forward, he's coming forward. And she's like, no, I don't think so. Don't believe that. I'm just going to wait over here. I'm not going to put any effort in with him. If he wants to come over, I'm going to be sat here waiting in my High Priestess energy. Thank you very much. And of course, we've got lots of Pisces energy on this side. The masculine's struggling to face this. You know, his intentions are to try and hold back and bury this. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, it shows us that he's not quite ready to step forward. But he's definitely investing and making plans to do that with the Seven of Pentacles, which, as I said, is the energy that the Divine Feminine is in. So he's thinking about it. He's sowing the seeds. You know, this is this Seven of Swords here. It mirrors the Seven of Swords in reverse. He knows he needs to move forward. And look, this is such a powerful card. This lady's moving forward on this black and white path, but she's not looking at the goal. She's looking down. She's very focused on what she needs to do now so that she can get where she needs to be. She's investing in the here and now, focused on her present. So I really feel like he's reluctant to actually come forward. However, you know, these are the actions he's going to take, but the connecting energies are really interesting. Because we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and we've got the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups is, you know, it's a very transitional energy, but I mean, this has come up on the Divine Feminine side, I believe. It is a very, it's a sad energy. You know, there's a sadness here. Now, I feel like for the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups to come up, this does sound like some kind of union offer, but it's at odds with how each one of them is feeling, intending and wanting to move forward. And the actions here kind of suggest, you know, a very, very hesitant energy from both. But the connecting energies are quite powerful. But this sadness here leads me to believe that these intentions, these actions may get lost in communication, lost in translation. Because we've got this very grounded 10 of Pentacles union energy, and we've got this beautiful Knight of Cups, which is making romantic offers. This actually came up in my Instagram reading yesterday. I mean, these union energies have been strong. So my gut feeling is that there could be some kind of powerful conversations, certainly the masculine coming forward somewhat, but, you know, perhaps no tangible progress because there's just so much hesitancy and there's a lot of sadness, which I believe is warping the perspective here. Warping one another's perspective because you're both out of sync, you're out of balance. Now remember, this isn't going to resonate for the entire collective. Don't make it fit. These are energies right now, but it's not going to fit for everybody. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you right now, Divine Feminine. You have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Now, there's a warning coming through here from Arthur that you've got to be sure not to be wielding that power from a place of ego. Because if you're engaging with your ego, it's going to use that power in an ego-based way to control, which is, you don't want that. You want to give into your source power, your feminine power, which is receptive and at peaceful. Remember, when your mind is clear, the way is clear. So you really need to get grounded into these union energies. I know you're doubting it, but just allow yourself to have faith and believe. If the reason you're not doing that is because you don't want to be disappointed, that's fear of the outcome. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with expecting a good outcome as long as you're not attached to that outcome. There's a big difference in hoping, wishing and having faith, but also being afraid to believe in it because you're scared it won't happen. That's not balanced surrender energy. That's fear-based energy. That indicates you've got some healing to do. You need to do more work on bringing yourself into peace. This 5 of Cups is clarified by this one, and this is really interesting. Interesting, sorry. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So I said this, didn't I? This Five of Cups energy is disappointment and regret and kind of, really sad energies. But it's showing us here that it's a blessing. This is meant to happen. It has a purpose. There's a reason for this misunderstanding. It's going to cause you perhaps both to go back and do that final bit of healing. With the Knight of Cups, who's very emotional, Pisces energy, we've got emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And did I not say that? You're both, your judgment and your perception of things here is warped. That's so fascinating that came out to clarify that. So I believe that emotions are running high, and the divine feminine is in this very realistic, grounded energy, like, I don't believe he's finally going to come forward. And I feel like when he does, it's perhaps not going to be received well, and there's some miscommunication in the middle because the intensity of these energies and emotions are running so high. So be mindful of that. Try and stay peaceful. He's angry, but he's mostly angry with himself. But you're both contained within these very limiting beliefs right now. Your perspective is boxed in, and it needs to be broad and expansive is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to get some Queen of the Moon Oracle cards as well for guidance. Divine Feminine, what do you need to know? What do you need to do to move forward? Patience. Protection. Discernment. And self-love. Let's see what we've got for the masculine. Realization, coming to his truth. Focus. Pleasure. And acceptance. So this is really powerful. Let's get one for connecting energy. Beauty. One more. And surrender. This is beautiful. So Divine Feminine, I feel like you have been patient, and I don't want you to lose your shit when I say you've just got to be a little bit more patient. Just be patient with him, because I really feel like he's trying. And, this misunderstanding that we see in the middle, the beauty of being able to glimpse into the future is that you can prepare for it. I feel really guided to turn that up right. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Sorry, I got distracted there. But, I know you've been really patient already. But he's had this realization. He's very focused on it. He just wants to create something beautiful for you. Okay? We've got beauty here in surrender. Just to surrender to how it is. Accept how it is. Just, try and let him come forward, because he's focused on this transformation. Look how deep in emotion he is here. He's focused on this emotional transformation. He's focused on transforming this situation. And he's accepted and realised he understands now what he needs to do. But he's really nervous, he's really anxious, he's really pissed off with himself. He doesn't need you to be pissed off with him as well. And for the protection card to show up, this shows me that you may need to protect and ground your connection as well. Because a lot of this irritability you're feeling may be from kind of outside influences. So you need to make sure that you're protected. And discernment, we had the 10 of Pentacles for you to come up. Discernment, she's got her head in the clouds here and the light in her hands. Okay, discernment is about knowing the truth. It's about being in your High Priestess energy and grounded in that, and being able to trust that inner truth that flows through you. And self-love is also indicated. This is what you always need to be working to. Peace and self-love. When you love yourself, you won't feel so frustrated with him. So if you're getting frustrated with your masculine at the moment, you need to go back to the drawing board, find that stillness, find that peace, and affirm all of that love. Give yourself all of that love so that you can be open, receptive, and the energy through the connection can flow unconditionally and freely and lovingly. But he wants to show you a good time. He wants to bring joy back into this connection. And I feel like you're not very receptive, and he's still figuring out how to be honest with this. And because he's also unbalanced and in this distorted masculine energy, we've got this King of Cups energy. Again, this is distorted Scorpio energy, which is dark. That's painful. Both of you are out of balance right now, but there is an opportunity to come together. So you just need to lovingly allow it to surrender to the beauty of the energies that exist between you right now, to try not to be fearful of the outcome, just to release any concern so that you can just embrace what is. Because what I'm feeling is that what is quite beautiful. It really is. I mean, we've got the beauty card there, and it's the number 2. That's the number of unity. I'm going to get one more of these. Please let it be one I can read. The Lover. Oh, and I even know the number of that one. That's number 17, which is number 8. And then you've got that beautiful swan symbol. So you can trust. These are beautiful energies. They're nervous, they're apprehensive, they're hesitant. Both parties are wibbly wobbling. Both parties, are confused and concerned and just a little bit anxious about how this is going to move forward. Bottom of the deck there is the King. He's moving back into Emperor energy, but he's triggered and scared and anxious. He knows he's got to come forward. He knows he's got to be authentic. He doesn't know how to do it. And I feel like he's going to try and do it in a really playful, light-hearted, romantic way. And you're just going to be like, that's not enough for me. Is that it? Is that it already? But you just need to be more patient and more receptive with him because you are on the right track. Things are moving in the right direction is what I'm hearing. So I really hope that was helpful, guys. Please do let me know in the comments down below. I always love to hear your feedback. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website at happysouls1111.com. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.